Good evening and Shabbat Shalom. As I become a bat mitzvah, I also get to read from the Torah for the first time. This is a pretty amazing experience for me, as these are the same words read by my ancestors thousands of years ago. In my Torah portion Bechar, I learned of the Shemitah year, a sabbatical year for the land. This occurs every 7 years when we are commanded to let the land rest. There can be no planting or harvesting. Instead, anything that grows becomes free for everybody who wants to just pick it and enjoy. In addition, every 7 cycles of Shemitah, which is a half century, a Jubilee, Yovel, occurs where the land rests and also the land returns to its original owners. However, this law should not be used for others to get rich or hurt anyone else. In discussing the Jubilee year, my Torah reading says, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof." And this is the verse inscribed on the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. This section of the Torah actually speaks to slaves and slave owners about how slaves must be made free from their oppressive relationship. It also explains that the land must return to its original owners. That means whenever someone buys a plot of land, they know that they will only keep it until the year of Yovel, and the land will go back to its original owners. I can easily relate to the Torah portion to my life. For me, every day is busy and hectic, going from school to lacrosse to dance to studying to chores and to extracurricular activities. This is exactly why we are commanded to stop and take a break every week, to recharge ourselves. Shabbat allows us to regain focus for the following week and spend quality time with my family. What this means to me is God wants us to connect with Him. He doesn't want me on my phone, busy with activities such as lacrosse and dance. And God doesn't want my parents spending time worrying about their chores and jobs. He wants us to connect and study so we can be recharged for the next week. The Shemitah and the Yovel year are meant to cultivate a closer relationship with God and meant to connect people to each other. It's about being socially responsible with each other and with the land. It's time to give back and to give us space and time to grow in ways we might not do with our busy lives. My mitzvah project tied in with my Torah portion. This portion was about being green. After reading it, I was aware of the little things I could do, things that could help the land rest, and to pay respect to what I am given. At home, I recycle bottles, cans, and paper, as well as making sure I'm being conscious of the amount of energy I'm using in our home. I'm conscious about it every time my dad reminds me to turn off the lights. I found a project that involves recycling, the environment, repairing the world, tikkun olam, and acts of loving kindness, gemelet hasadim. For my mitzvah project, I partnered with the Shoe Box Recycling, changing the world one shoe at a time. I collected unwanted and unused shoes. They repaired all the shoes collected and provide them to small business owners in underdeveloped countries. Not only does it save landfill space, but it supports economic development where affordable footwear is greatly needed. Shoebox Recycling also has a neat message. They want you to find your soulmate. It's like sending a message in a bottle. They encouraged the original shoe owners to write a note of why their shoes were special to them. The note for the new shoe owner would be tracked electronically to trace its journey. It allows you to meet their new fate with a note in your shoes. The company reimburses the recycler $1.50 for each pound of shoes. The money is then designated for a charity of the recycler's choice. I designated Beth El Community Action Committee to receive the funds. It will allow the committee to have a continuing revenue source and fund social projects in the synagogue or community. This is a socially and environmentally responsible project. Please think of this project the next time you're ready to part with a pair of shoes. As of today, I have collected over 500 pairs of shoes. We shipped 15 boxes, each weighing 35 pounds each, filled with shoes. The UPS guy was happy to see them. I would like to thank the people who inspired and guided me as I prepared for my bat mitzvah. Faye Shapiro, my awesome bat mitzvah tutor. Rabbi Krupnik, who has made Jewish learning and Shabbat fun. Rabbi Green, for his enthusiasm in helping me with my Devar Torah. Hazan Alisa Pomerantz-Boro for her patience and support and her beautiful voice. and thanks to the Bethel Religious School, the ECC, and the staff of Congregation Bethel for my Jewish education. I also want to thank the Bethel community for their support. Thank you to the Men's Club for the Siddur, the Sisterhood for the candlesticks, the Miller family for my personalized Kiddush cup, and the Saxteen family for my Humash. Thank you, Mama and Papi and Gramps, for the beautiful talis. You are always a source of love and give me a sense of pride in my Jewish identity. And of course, we're thinking of Grammy and missing her on this special day, knowing that in her own way, she is here and very proud. Thank you to all my family and friends who have traveled near and far, and to my friends who missed the class trip to Washington, D.C. to be here and share this very special moment in my life. Thank you, especially Mom and Dad, for all your planning, guidance, support, and love. Without you, I could not have this special day. And thank you to the most for passing on the Jewish traditions to me. I love you. Shabbat Shalom.